We start with a scene playing out just over a couple of hours ago. Denver police responded to a shooting at about 1:30 this afternoon, this near 9th and Lincoln. What we do know is that one victim was hit. At this point, DPD only saying that this is an active investigation. We have no word on the victim's condition, but you know how busy Lincoln is in downtown Denver. That is now pretty much shut down between 9th and 11th, so we'll keep an eye on that scene for you the rest of the afternoon. In Adams County, prosecutors admitted today they may never charge anyone for the deaths of 5 people inside a Commerce City apartment early this year, with the deaths all related to the use of fentanyl.
It is a disappointing decision for the families who had hoped whoever supplied the drug might face some type of punishment. 9 News crime and justice reporter Matt Jablow joins us live from Commerce City. Matt, this was a tough decision.
A tough decision, Kim, and a disappointing day, as you said, for the families for sure, but also for Adams County DA Brian Mason, who said justice in the case remains frustratingly elusive.
My heart goes out to each of the families who have lost loved ones in this tragic incident.
The Adams County District Attorney called it one of the country's deadliest cases ever of fentanyl poisoning. February 20th of this year, 5 young adults in a Commerce City house died after using cocaine that after their deaths tested positive for the presence of fentanyl. Numerous law enforcement agencies have been involved in the investigation for the past 6 months, including the Commerce City Police Department, the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, and the North Metro Drug Task Force. But despite their efforts, the Adams County DA announced on Wednesday that the investigation is no longer active.
We have followed up on every single lead. And as of this moment today, we do not have the evidence to charge anyone with these deaths.
In a written statement, the family of one of the 5 victims, 28-year-old Karina Rodriguez, said what happened back on February 20th was murder and that the person responsible is now walking free. Kim and Tom?
It is heartbreaking. I'll never forget that day when we heard 5 people, and we've heard far too many since then, for that matter, Matt.
We have, Kim, and let's hope in this case that a new lead, some new evidence becomes available and that justice will, in fact, be served at some point.
All right, Matt Jablow reporting from Commerce City.
Let's head outside as we take a look at some mid-September weather. Ball Arena down in the foreground, and pretty nice day outside. Kathy's joining us now because this is one of those areas where we start to get into the season of change.
Oh, and it's exciting change, right? I mean, Kim and I were talking about, nobody wants to talk about fires, right, this time of year, and drought and all of that. And so we're going to talk about cooler weather, the chance for some rain, and maybe even some sleet. That's right. While it's cloudy and dry in downtown Denver, our Corey Reppenhagen was up over Loveland Pass today, and a light dusting of snow, a little bit of sleet up there, and more of this to come. People pulling off the side of the roadway to catch a glimpse of a beautiful scene of what is to come over the next few weeks. As a matter of fact, taking a look live over downtown Denver, rain's just about to move into the city just as the evening drive gets underway, when you know it. Smooth sailing on I-70. How about a cooler day today? Denver at 81, Greeley at 82. Temperatures cooler than average out across the western slope. Moisture feeding in the remnants of what was Hurricane K, spreading showers across the western slope and Four Corners area. These storms are migrating from the southwest to the northeast, and we have a nice little line of showers coming off the foothills from Evergreen and Conifer right into the downtown area with a little thunder and lightning as well. Temperatures comfortable in the 70s now. Will drop into the 60s after dinner time, and coming up in Maine weather. That's right. We've got rain in the forecast tonight, a chance for more rain tomorrow, and then we're going to look ahead to a warmer, drier weekend. That's all ahead in weather in just a few minutes.
Boulder County is offering more help to fire survivors who choose to rebuild there. They're offering $3,500 tax rebates to people rebuilding after the Calwood fire. That was in 2020, and the Marshall fire that just happened this year. To be eligible, you have to get a building permit within 3 years of the fire. The county says the rebate should cover all of the county's taxes that homeowners would otherwise pay on the construction of their new home. Boulder County says Louisville and Superior may offer their own rebate programs to cover municipal taxes.
Now we turn to the troubling times ahead for the nation's rail system as Amtrak continues to cancel long-distance train routes. They're doing that starting tomorrow due to the potential freight rail strike.
The company is closely monitoring the ongoing freight rail labor contract negotiations, although the negotiations do not involve Amtrak or the Amtrak workforce. Cancellations begin today and this week. Only trains that will have enough time to reach their final destinations by 12:01 a.m. on Friday will be in operation. Amtrak will reach out to those that are impacted and potentially impacted customers. Customers affected by the cancellations will be able to change the reservation to another travel date and have any difference in fare waived for departures through October 31st. They're also going to have an option to receive a full refund without cancellation fees.